Hello once again. My name is Ian A. Newman, and today, for my demonstration speech, I will tell you how to fish. Successful angling no longer depends upon the fisherman's luck. For today, fishing has become a truly favorite pastime, a favorable huntsman sport, and above all, a fascinating science. I will tell you all when it is a good time to fish, where to go to fish, and what to do, what to use to approach the fish, and what to use to catch a fish, and how to do it. When to fish can be determined by knowing two important things: seasons and the time of day. There are certain times of day that you may choose to go fishing. For instance, if you're an early bird who wants to catch the worm, or in this case, what use the worm to catch a fish, your best chances are to go in the summer when fishing is excellent from before sunup just before mid morning. At this time of year, there is abundant food and cover for fish, so hungry fish can be a challenge. But, but an even better time to go fishing would be in the early afternoon or in the early evening during the spring, because the fish are eating a lot of because their metabolism and digestion are cranked up. The water is warm because the sun is directly overhead, but never go fishing if the weather is too hot or too cold. If the weather is too cold, you can try ice fishing, but between you and me, that's not the topic for this demonstrative speech. Okay. Now, where to go fishing depends on certain areas with water. There are four different kinds of water levels: ponds, lakes, streams, and rivers. What's different? Well, it may be true that water is water and fish is fish, but it does get to be a bit more involved than that. Each freshwater fishing presents its own sets of challenges, whether it's still water, lakes and ponds, or moving water, from the streams. Each environment has its own ecosystem and structure. As with all types of fishing, getting to know the habitat of the fish and how they behave in it will help you find them and hopefully catch them too. Now, once you figure out when and where to go fishing, you'll be able to prepare the necessary what's to use to go fishing. But of course, when I say what's, I mean tools. This is the fisherman's tool, the fishius rodicus, or in this case, in layman terms, fishing rod. With this, you'll be able to 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 cast your fish, and with the help of this handle, reel it in. But of course, besides a fishing rod, you will need additional tools. This is the tackle box. With this, you will be able to bring all sorts of things like hooks and lures and bobbers and bait, all successfully stored within the tackle box, whether it's hard or soft. My advice: take a hard one. Okay. Now that you know the tools to catch fishing, here's the works on how to approach them. The first technique would be to approach the waters quietly. Shh. You have to be very careful where and how you're moving about, because one thing's for sure: you don't want to let the fish know you're coming. Maintain camouflage by hiding behind trees, shrubberies, or bushes. One false move and that's it. If the pools of water are disturbed, then how will the fish be enticed to bite? If you want to go into deeper waters, use a boat, but you have to maintain engine and radio silence and move slowly above the waters. If you have some sort of fish radar technology, you should be able to find a perfect spot to catch some fish. Once you find the perfect spot, now you can be able to catch some fish. Here are some helpful tactics on how to catch them. The first and foremost thing to use when catching a fish is bait. You can use anything you want for bait: worms, salmon eggs, cheese, even little minnows to help catch bigger fish. The bait you choose will help lure a fish. Now, using a bobber, a fishing flotation device, it can be used as a bite indicator. If the fish happens to see the bait, it will surely take it. The bobber will get yanked underwater, letting you know that the fish took the bait, and that's your chance to yank him in. Hang on. The fish may try to resist and escape, so you'll have to reel him in as fast as you can. But once you have caught the fish, you will be able to make your decisions as what you want to do with the fish. Sell it to a fish market, or cook it for yourself, or keep him for science exploration or as a pet, or if you're one of those people who just can't bear to see a fish out of water, put him back. It's the right thing to do. And so, in the past few minutes of this demonstrative speech, I have provided with all the basic know-hows and what to do in order to go fishing. You can fish for pets, for science, or if you're just hungry for a fish dinner. But I hope that what I have provided to you will prove to be most useful for your planned day of fishing ahead. But truly, in conclusion, there is no pride that is so justifiable as one of the most beloved favorable pastimes, which will now and forever be known as fishing. Thank you, and good night.